Good day, I'm Lorraine Mendez, and this is your JIS News for Friday, September 8th. Government has received a $2.56 billion investment loan from the Inter-American Development Bank to improve access to financing for micro, small and medium enterprises (MSMEs). The money is to replenish the existing Capital Enhancement Facility (CEF), which is administered by the Development Bank of Jamaica, the DBJ. Through the CEF, DBJ provides partial credit guarantees for approved financial institutions to provide loans to MSMEs.
This program is particularly important to the sector as it provides a platform for the development of new and creative industries and increase the number of new entrants into the sector by reducing the upfront capital requirements for startups and strengthening the capital base for existing players.
The CEF covers up to 90% of the amount of an individual MSME loan, not exceeding $385,000 for a period of up to 10 years. It's accessible to persons engaged in agriculture and agribusiness, construction, business services, energy, manufacturing, retail, tourism, trade, and distribution. Jamaica is among 6 countries that will benefit from an additional $833,000 Canadian dollars in financial support for the monitoring and evaluation of drug treatment courts. Councillor and Head of Development Cooperation at the Canadian High Commission in Jamaica, Walter Bernick, made the announcement during this week's regional workshop on drug treatment courts. The additional funding, which is to be provided over the next 2 years, will also help the countries to consider options related to juvenile treatment courts and community courts.
As you move forward, I'd like to encourage you to continue focusing on interventions that need to be adapted to address the needs of women and young people.
Other countries benefiting from the Canadian government's assistance are Barbados, Costa Rica, Trinidad and Tobago, Panama, and the Dominican Republic. In Jamaica, drug treatment courts are designed to provide judicial supervision to drug-dependent offenders who have consented to participate in the program. Justice Minister Delroy Chuck says they strike the right balance between holding individuals accountable and helping them to do better and be better human beings.
Drug addicts and drug offenders need a support base that is consistent to chart a new way forward with their lives. Most drug addicts and drug offenders want to do better, and with the right support, most of them will gladly accept the interventions that include them, give them a voice, and do not give up on them.
An agreement has been signed for farmers in bauxite areas to grow medicinal plants on mined-out lands. The agreement was signed this week between the Jamaica Bauxite Institute and Timeless Herbal Care, an international nutraceutical and pharmaceutical company. Under the Memorandum of Understanding, the JBI will provide technical training for farmers in the growing of the crops. The farmers will sell their yields at market value to Timeless Herbal Care, which will extract the medicinal contents for the various markets that they serve. The plants to be cultivated are guinea hen weed, moringa, black castor bean, and medical cannabis. Mining Minister Mike Henry says the partnership will offer major economic benefits for the farmers.
They're all worldwide source plants because the nutraceutical value is immense. But it's very important that farmers understand that they'll have to improve the skills of producing these plants to the internationally accepted standards.
Timeless Herbal's CEO, Courtney Betty, says the initiative is about nation building.
It's about education, it's about working with communities. It's about developing Jamaica's natural plants or nutraceutical plants, which are so valuable and to date we have not been able to take advantage of. It's about bringing partnerships, international partnerships.
Residents of 3 communities in St. Mary are now closer to having electricity in their homes following a lighting project by the National Energy Solutions Limited. Nessol spent approximately $20 million to install LED streetlights in Shooter, Charlottenburg, and Riverside Drive in Richmond. It means the 136 householders who've benefited from the project can now wire their homes and apply to the Jamaica Public Service Company for domestic power supply. At the lighting ceremony in Richmond, Energy Minister Dr. Andrew Wheatley said that, among other things, it would improve the lives of children who can now stay up late to study if necessary.
And so, tonight, by commissioning the electrical infrastructure in these 3 communities here, it speaks to our commitment to ensure that we do more than talk. We deliver.
And finally, the Technology Minister has assured residents of Richmond St. Mary that work is progressing on plans to establish a community access point in the area.
We have approved that community access point, and within a couple of weeks you will be seeing the team from the Universal Service Fund coming into the community, putting in the infrastructure.
Asserting that more was being done to support education in the parish, the minister says another of his agencies, Petrojam, recently donated $1.8 million to build a chemistry lab at the St. Mary Technical High.
We have to ensure that we create an educated society that can think outside of the box.
And that's it for JIS News today. I'm Lorraine Mendez. Thanks for watching.